Hello viewers, my name is Obere Makujo from Jobek TV GH. We are presenting to you There's Time for Everything with me, with my guest, which is Pastor
Emmanuel Lesomi Peter.
Okay, Emmanuel Lesomi Peter, who is the pastor in the men of Ishaka Vision Corporation in Kumasi, Ghana. How he sees the 21st youth and how we are developing through this social media stuff. And I would like him to express himself and start from that is his point of view from his childhood. You should tell something about his childhood and later on intervene in the youthful age and give us some advice. That is for we the youth that we are upcoming, so that we can get more advice from you as he's a pastor. And I think men of God are very power packed. Now, right now, I'm handing the whole show to Pastor Emmanuel. Pastor, please, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
So, Pastor, can you tell us something about yourself from your childhood to this age?
Wow, that's gonna be awesome. That's a big and a clear task, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, growing up in my days, we run around, we play, our parents goes to work, we go to school, we come back, we return to the house, we play around, we watch TV. We have this, we don't know what it's called, all these video games.
Okay.
We have a lot of games. We skip, we run, we play football, and partially we watch some local movies. And we have teachers coming around, taking us some lessons, and that has been it. Growing up like that, from that, till at the time we begin to realize that the changes kept coming on. While we are having, then this on the directors and television, we have a national program that goes around the country. When it's time for news, our parents call us, we sit down together.
Wow.
In the evening, they normally say 9 o'clock news. You will see everybody listening. That day will come and say, oh, listening.
That is in Nigeria.
Yes, in Nigeria. In Nigeria, then we will sit down together, we will listen to the news. Then we draw morals. We learn from it because if vital information has been passed during those news, when they cast those news, there are vital information that has been sent out. We extract information from them, and whenever they talk to us, we take heed to their word, because when we left school during the day, we come back home, we have to do our assignment. Just the news is the last thing at night. After that, we retire to the bed.
So, Pastor, can I ask you a question? That is from your teen age to maybe your adult age, from that is your 13 to maybe your 20s. Did you encounter any challenge that like depressed you in your life, that you even decided that okay, you are not going to exist on this earth? Have you ever faced that challenge before?
Wow, I have not had such an experience before.
Wow.
I have not really had such an experience before. Most importantly, I realized that growing up as a teenager, we only have friends, and when it got to the time of gaining admission to the institution, there are a lot of challenges whereby people come around. There are some things that we call cultism at the time. So there are friends that comes around, and we're told that this guy is a cult member. You should not relate with him, associate yourself with him, because we had a lot of instances in the university called Uniben in Nigeria, the University of Benin and Ekuma. I have a lot of friends there, and during that time, I have a lot of temper also.
Pastor is temper.
Is God. God has really been helping. So because of that, we advise you don't go to those institutions. You have a lot of friends, and some of them are cult members, and the way they were talking to us, that when you go there, you definitely join them. Because of that, I realized at the time I was sent out of the region. My parents sent me to the northern part to go and school in the northern part. I don't really know anybody. The life there is dull. It's like I'm coming from opposite world where I've lived before. So the experience there is a totally different experience. There's no social life there. So it only affords us then to study. No partying, nothing. Study, go back to your hostel, study, write exam, and that was just life.
Wow. Study, go back. Okay. Wow. So, pastor, being a pastor, what does mean a difficult challenge? Because people have been saying that pastoring is not an easy mandate. So, being a pastor, what does mean a challenge?
Truly, pastoral is not an easy mandate because you are dealing with human beings. Now, human being is the most difficult people to deal with on earth. You can tame an animal.
Wow.
You can control an animal. You can give an instruction to an animal. Dogs, your friend. You can say, oh, stay there, sit down, stand up. You can lock them up. You can direct them. But when you tell a man, do this, he does the opposite.
Okay. But I've been hearing this human being compared to animals. Please, can I ask a question? Does animals have manners?
Do they have manners?
Yeah.
Woo! Well, that's a huge one. I will not say they have manners.
And does animals have responsibility?
They have instincts also. They have instincts. You know, they see you as you being over them, as in you guide them. I'm using dog for example because it's a very common one around us. When a dog is your friend, he like playing around the owner, and when you feed a dog for some time, he knows you better. He responds to you, and the dog, they are very sensitive also. And when you tell the dog sit down, he sits down. When you say lie down, we have pets. Dog, lie down. If you lie down, sleep. Up, come, go. When you say attack, they want to attack. They respond to you positively because you have deposited something in them. By feeding them, they know you, that you have a responsibility towards them. They respond to you, they respect you a lot. Unlike human beings, there are human beings that you can be dealing with. You are paying the school fees, you are doing everything. There is this, especially a life that is not regenerated. Regeneration here means a life that does not know Christ, a life that does not have the Spirit of Christ in them. There is every tendency for such person to malign you, to betray you, no matter what you have done for that person.
Okay. So, Pastor, if somebody, maybe assuming that you want to assist somebody to do something, let me assume that for youth, as a pastor, you want to support a youth to further on education, and later on the youth start and realize that maybe this support that you want to support is going to cost you a lot, and the youth is trying as much as possible to maybe raise some fund in order to support you when he goes to school, and decide to tell you that okay, for maybe as in maybe 2019, I won't be able to go to school, and maybe 2020, I would like to school. Is that youth a disobedient child or ungrateful in that way?
Like, I want to support the youth, right? Yeah. And the youth is turning down my support.
Yeah.
And wants to work for himself.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it depends on what he or she really wants. Now, as a youth, one thing we must realize that our time comes, and everybody has 24 hours in a day. If you have someone that is willing to, there's no string attached to it, that is willing to sponsor you through, why not? But if the person still wants to work on his own, you can still. But one thing we should also understand, that we should ask the person, why are you turning down this opportunity you want to work? Because their explanation might be reasonable enough. Then if the explanation is not reasonable, then it calls for counseling. You can come in there. That's the role we play and responsibility that you counsel him or her. You should know that I am not asking anything in return from you. I'm going to sponsor you. So you need to save your time. Because while you go to school, it sharpens you. We look at Exodus chapter 10, verse 10. He says something. He said, if the axe is dull and one does not sharpen it, he said, he that uses it will use more strength. But he said, wisdom brings success. So in that case, the youth should apply wisdom. Because at the end of the day, what are we aiming at is success. And if he or she accomplishes our education on time, he can get a better job. Is it money you are looking at? If the motive of the person is money, then it's wrong. Because at that time, the priority before that person is to get sharpened up, is to be the best he or she could be. Then when you are done, money will come naturally.
Okay, so upon everything that is a conversation that we have, it means that education is the most priority. Okay, so for education and entrepreneurship, as a youth, which one should a youth get more involved in?
Both. Yes. A youth should get more involved in both, but better still, entrepreneurship is better. For me, why is it better? In this generation, let's look critically in this generation right now. We have a lot of graduates outside that don't have jobs to do. And after graduation, they become a nuisance to society. A lot of them will not even stoop low to do any media job. They want to become Yahoo boys. You know what I mean by Yahoo boys? They want to get money at all costs, which is very wrong. But being an entrepreneur, it widens your horizon. You are broadened. You have better view about life. You can approach the labor market with confidence. You are getting money. It makes you more disciplined and responsible because you are laboring for cash. Then you can think, how can I do it better? Even with that, you can see how people that are working for you. You are employing, you become an employer of labor. You are not looking for a white collar job. You are not depending on the budget of the government. Like, oh, we have social job, we have social slot. No. So it makes you resilient. You can withstand any challenges.
Wow. But first, when I ask the question of is a youth trying to raise some fund before he or she will enter into education, it's like the comment was the youth should still further on without generating. That was why I asked that question, because sometimes strength and support from above are there, which do exist. It's from above. People have been praying, God helping, God helping, God has been helping people. But sometimes it can get to a certain level that the strength of that man or the strength of that person supporting the youth, it cannot be able to support. So in this case, that is why I asked that question, that is it good for a youth to generate a fund for himself or herself before furthering on education or seeking for any sponsor or support from someone? That is why.
Yes. If there is no need, it's not necessary. Because if you like, it's good for every youth to be responsible to his or herself. But if there is no need for you to generate, so I love entrepreneurship. You can be an entrepreneurship, because the difference between entrepreneurship and working to get money is different thing. When you are an entrepreneur, your aim is not about the money. Because you want to solve a problem, you have the solution to a problem. You know, when you have that zeal, when you have that spirit, you will be happy. You can even be in school and strive. You can still make money even while in school. Though your focus is not the money, but as you are solving problem, because for every problem solved, there is a reward. So as you are solving the problem, every problem that you are solving, there is a return. People pay you in kind and in cash. You are smiling, so you are not even working, because there are some people that are working rigorously. They are burning and expelling energy, and what comes to them at the end of the month is a peanut. But you are studying, you focus on your study, but because you have acquired some skills, as you begin to exhibit those skills, naturally people begin to gravitate towards you. People that need your services begin to gravitate towards you.
An educational one, but right now we are moving to the field of we the youth and how we are suffering from that is the influence of our peers. Pastor,
Yeah.
there is this challenge between the youth and their peers. I just saw a certain youth at the age of 18 years. Michelle, when I saw him, he was in GHS1, he was very brilliant. He was very talented. He knows how to play football. But right now, the guy can take a weed, any rules of weed. This guy can take it. So, Pastor, what might cause this kind of situation? A better and a brilliant student from this world who was trying to get a good or better life, and right now this person has ended up at the ghetto. What was the cause of it, and what might be the cause of it? Please.
It is simple. Many things could be responsible for it. Number one, to start with, when the parents are not responsible to their duty as a parent, when there's nobody looking after a child, the child can go wayward. When there is peer pressure on a child, such a child can go wayward. If the family, as in the home front, is good from the onset, there is little peer pressure or society can have, there's little influence peer pressure or society can have on a child that comes from a good background. If the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do? If the home front is not settled, then it is very easy for such child to fall a prey to situation around. You know, people will say the church, the church, the church. I want you to understand this fact that there is little also the church can do. How many hours does the child spend in the church for the whole week? They have a lot of time with the parents more than the pastors. The pastor will preach. When it comes to teaching, proper teaching, whereby you will ask questions, you won't see this people in church. When it comes to Sunday school, you won't see it in church. You won't see them in church. But when it comes to, if the home front is good, this negative impact will not be so severe on the teenagers or the youth, quote and unquote. Now, we live in technology age. Everybody has an Android phone. Everybody has an iPhone. Without the consent of the parents, a child can, I'm surfing internet. I want to download something maybe on a computer where you have a modem or everything. Most of the time, the parent does not monitor what those children are doing. And even from that source, a lot of them are being connected to or recruited to negative groups. So parents should take it as a matter of urgency that their children are the highest resource that you have are the children. The property can be stolen away. Houses, cars can be taken away. But what you have inculcated in the children, the character, the positive character and the influence you have given to your child is going to take the child far in life.
Okay, this brings me back to the statement that parents. So, Pastor, without a parent or without the help of a parent, can't a youth survive?
Very good. A youth can survive. Everything in life has a starting point. Everything in life has a starting point. And the first interface a child is going to have in life is the parents. And the first few years, the character formation of a child is going to be derived from the parents and the environment of the child. But if the environment is assiduous and the parents they are laxavious in their responsibility, they won't handle it.
Wow.
But if the parents we have homes whereby we come off of morning devotion in the morning. You have taught them how to pray. You have taught them the ways of God. Proverbs chapter 22 verse 6, train up a child the way he should go. He said, when he grows, he will not depart from it. Now, the training is very crucial and very, very important. But these days, what do? Yes, freedom of speech. This. Children that are not developed, you are giving them freedom for what? No, it's an eyesore, because that is why we have problems in our society today. If the home front is settled and there are no issues in the family, we will have less trouble in the society. But because the home front is not settled, the parents they don't even have time for the children. A lot of them chase after money, job.
They don't even have time for their children.
They don't have time for
their
the
own works.
Yes.
Wow.
So the goal is money. In the money they've gone, father gone, mother gone. They come back late at night, the children are sleeping, and you are living there at the mercy of the house girls.
Wow.
So what do you expect from them? We have issues whereby many of the children has been abused, and the parents does not have the knowledge about it.
Wow.
That the children are being abused. The parents does not even know about it.
So faster. Giving birth to your word and choosing to maybe right now, due to job instances, you decide not to stay where you are, because today you are posted to this place, the next month you are posted to this place. So is it good for a parent to let the word stay with an auntie or an uncle?
I don't see the kind of posting that you. So when they are posting the children is part of you. They are your children. We have the father, we have the mother. These are what make up the parents, right? I'm talking about the immediate parents right now. They both have responsibilities. Now let's assume both of them are working. If they are posting their husband out of town where they were together to another community or society entirely, it's the responsibility of the man to take care of the family. He decides, are my family going with me or do you remain here? If they are remaining, fine and good. There's nothing wrong. The mother can be there with the children. When the father is on vacation, he can come home. It doesn't disturb them. It doesn't disturb. The most important thing is still training.
Training.
What are the values of the family? Every family has its own values.
Okay.
What are the values of the family? If the family does not have a good value, it's going to rub off on the children. Because whatever decision the family take, the parents take, it bounces back on the children, either positively or adversely. Number one, we must let them understand this, Father. Look, for you to survive in this life, you must have the Spirit of God in you.
For you to survive
in this life, you must have the Spirit of God in you. And
wow.
There are spirits everywhere, but the ultimate spirit is the Spirit of God. There are challenges everywhere.
To me, the youth, please, we must pay much attention to what Pastor is saying. Pastor, please, can you repeat that for us?
For you to survive in this generation, you must have the Spirit of God in you.
Spirit of God in you. Wow.
And the Spirit of God, you can't get it, you can't pluck it outside.
Yeah, trauma or whatever. And right now, this has caused this child into this different world. In this case, does the parent has influence on that? Because this time around, the parent doesn't know anything about that.
Let me tell you something. The parents don't need to be with the child 24/7. Now, if the parents has done their primary assignments, like inculcating the right attitude and the right values in the child, it does not mean that the child will not come across issues in life, but the child will have been matured enough to take the right decision. Let me give you this personal experience about me. While I was in secondary school in Nigeria, I was in a boarding house. My parents were not with me. I was in JSS 3. Now, a senior came and asked him to go and light a cigarette. I have never lit a cigarette in my life before. I collected the cigarette and I smacked the light. I put the fire, it was burning, it didn't light. I went back to him. This thing didn't light. He gave me a knock on my head. Nah, that's not the way to do it. He said, you put it like this, then you draw it. I said, okay, I've not done it before. Innocent boy, naive. I went and I took a stick of fire out of the settings. I now put the cigarette, I now draw it. The way I coughed, the thing entered my head. Right? Wow! My eyes everywhere. Wow! That was my first and last time. I have never tasted cigarettes.
So it means that for everyone to get adaptive to every situation, it might be that is the leisure period the person might get with the peers.
Yeah.
So because when I was trying to say, you've never had any youthful story, but you decided to dive in with this stuff. Your senior tried to influence you from that angle. Maybe when he called you, like, okay, that is on his normal thing. Let me take it the next day. So it means that mostly it's from that is the early ones.
There's always a starting point. Okay. If I wanted to smoke, it's a decision I need to take. I will have started since that day to smoke.
Okay.
I knew a lot of people that started smoking through that means.
Wow.
I made up my mind.
Just lighting up.
Yes. But I decided we don't do it. It's a decision. Even though the senior compelled me to light the cigarette, he taught me how to do it. I never knew how to do it before. I learned it that day, that you don't strike the light and put it on. You have to draw it. You know, that was already happening. If I wanted to smoke, I would have started smoking since then. I had friends while in secondary school that visit prostitutes. Hey, let's visit. I don't do it. It's a thing of choice. That's what I'm saying. You can be exposed to issues, but when you are confronted with issues like that are not pleasant, you should use your intuition and say, oh, this thing is not right. As a Christian, I shouldn't be doing it. That was what saved me actually.
Wow.
I went the extreme that I was not going to do this. On a platter of gold, I have the right to do it. My parents were not with me. They don't know what I was doing for the house. So if I want to be wrought, I could have been wrought because they don't know what I was doing. So it's a matter of choice.
To end our conversation here, we are very grateful for Pastor Emmanuel.
Listen, Peter.
In fact, meet us next week on Jobek TVG. Thank you.